Sup smidgens, today's match is a double header, or should I say today's matches make a double header. I'm using the same team for both, and basically just they're both quick ones, and they're both about 5-ish minutes long or something after speeding and upping and stuff, so we'll just go with it and see how it goes. So the first one's against YellowBaltoy, Baltoy, Billtoy, Fulltoy, Smilltoy, Smalltoy, I don't know. I can't pronounce things sometimes, and you may think it's weird because I have an accent, and that's how I pronounce things, but that's life. Anyway, Sophos is going to hit Hypnosis first time, because he's a monster, and he hits Hypnosis first time, which is perfect, because it's going to allow me to bring in Rachi. He's going to not double switch, but he's going to switch out and go to Bronzong to hopefully take whatever knockdown wants to throw at it. Unfortunately for him, in comes Jirachi, which can now safely set up a substitute, and he's going to go back to his Slowbro, thinking I'm probably the physically offensive set, thinking he can wall me pretty easily. But unfortunately for him, I am in fact Calm Mind, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stay behind my sub, set up 2 Calm Minds, and after the second one is laid up, I'm thinking I don't want to give him an opportunity to wake up, but then I'm like, wait, I'm going to go for, was that 3? I went for +3, man, I went for +3, okay, so I go for +3, and I guess I wasn't afraid of him waking up. I guess he couldn't break my sub, so I wasn't really afraid, so I kill him with a Thunderbolt, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to sweep the rest of his team here, obviously, because it's Jirachi, and you know, what else is it going to do? Once it's behind his sub and it has +3 at the very start of the match, you're thinking I'm pretty much set here. So first of all, he's going to go to P2, and this is his attack plan. He has a plan to take me out, a very cunning plan, in fact, worthy of Baldric himself. Unfortunate thing with the Trick Room, obviously, is that I cannot be able to outspeed things which are slow. So he's going to pull a very clever maneuver here. He's going to try and get himself out of the situation by going to Bronzong, predicting the Psychic, knowing that I'm going to go for that, and obviously to resist it. And now he knows I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt, and he's going to switch into his main Pokemon, his main thing, which is going to be able to take out my Jirachi, which is his Marowak. Obviously, Bone Meringue hits twice because it's like a double thingy move, and it's a stab with thick club, super effective. It's going to do a fuck ton to Rachi, which is not good at all. So I'm pretty scared. I must say I'm pretty scared. I managed to get the Psychic off, and I do manage to kill him, but Rachi is not looking in a very nice world right now. Crit didn't matter because I had +3, obviously. It's not looking good, so my early game sweeping was very, very beneficial, but now I'm going to think, well, probably T-Tar's coming in here, and that thing is going to live a Thunderbolt easily, because, you know, it's got massive special defense in the sand. So I don't want to be throwing those about. I think I'm going to save Rachi for a bit. And I'm going to go to Donphan to take the predicted Earthquake. Unfortunately for me, he is packing a special T-Tar, so had I stayed in, I probably would have been able to outstall it, mainly because I had +3 special defense still. So, you know, it would have meant that I could have probably, you know, hit him with Thunderbolts and stuff, but I couldn't be fucked, so I'm going to go to Donphan, and obviously I don't want to be taking another special hit. I'm going to predict that Ice Beam, go straight to Azumarill as a multi-purpose switch. On the first instance, I'm going to resist the Ice Beam, and in the second instance, I'm going to be able to outspeed the Tyranitar and go for a Waterfall. I was pretty sure I'd outspeed the Tyranitar, mainly because this guy seems to be running a Trick Room team, and he's most likely going to be running 0 speed IVs in a lot of his guys, and Tyranitar is something that can work well on Trick Room, so I kind of predicted him to be a Trick Room set. So he's going to go into Bronzong here, which is, I guess, the best thing for me to do is just stay in and hit it with a Waterfall, because, you know, it's a Bronzong and it's relatively bulky, but a Choice Band and Waterfall will do a decent amount, and I actually get the flinch. Not really sure if that makes much of a difference, to be honest, at this point. I really could have revenged it with anything else, and apart from setting up Trick Room, there's not a whole lot the Bronzong could have done, I guess that there's not really anything else apart from Magnezone that could really abuse it. Then again, if he had set up the Trick Room and gone to Magnezone, Azumarill would have been faster anyway, so that's kind of like flawed logic, I guess. But I know that Magnezones like to sub, and I do not want him setting up a sub on my Switch. That's the last thing I want. I cannot handle a Magnezone. Well, I can handle it, but I just don't want it to be subbing and doing all those shenanigans. It's going to really cause me just giant freaking like problems and stuff, so not good, not good. Anyway, I'm just going to die, and that's fine, because I have the Hitmonchan, who, as everyone knows, is he just dances all day, all night, smacks people in the faces, and is like, yo, what up, I'm going to kill you, I'm a Hitmonchan, and it kills Magnezone, because I'm faster, Drain Punching it, and it dies, so Great. So anyway, in comes the brain, which is obviously his P2, and at this point, pretty much Hitmonchan can clean out the rest of his guys. There's not much left. I go for the Mach Punch just because I wanted to see if it could kill it, but it can't. Obviously, it's a Porygon 2. It has Violet. I guess that was kind of a stupid move. He could have gone for the recover, I guess, but then again, I had Drain Punch anyway, so I wasn't really afraid. I was kind of just messing around, and he actually just ends up setting up the Trick Room, which is going to be useless because he's actually going to die here. And I think that's his last, so that's going to be the game. That was a quick one, which is why I didn't really want to just leave that today. But then again, the next match isn't really that exciting. But I guess it's relatively a match. It's relatively a match. It is a match. Look at that. This guy's using freaking Slowbro as well. What is this? Is like Slowbro weak or something? So this one, I can't remember who this is against. It'll be in the title. Domain98, I believe. Domain98. So yeah, go click his link if it even exists. I don't know. But yeah, same team. This time I decided to lead off with Rachi, thinking that any of his pokes, barring Arcanine, it would be the best thing to lead with. So I'm going to lead with it, and he starts with Donphan, which I don't want to try and set up on. Obviously it can break my subs easily with Earthquakes, though I could probably 2-hit KO with a Psychic, and I could obviously, you know, predict the Stealth Rock and go for a 2-hit KO with Psychic. He's most likely going to go out to Xatu after that to wall me with, you know, stuff and stuff, so I didn't really want to do that. So I'm just going to go into my own Donphan, get rid of his rocks as soon as they come out, and he tries to go to Xatu because he wants to bounce my rocks back, or at least prevent me from setting them up. So that's what he does, but unfortunately for him, I'm going to go for the Rapid Spin, and it's going to get rid of his rocks. So now we're on an even playing field again. Neither of us have rocks, and we both still have our Donphans intact. So I go to Rachi just to, I guess, take the thing on, because there's not much it can really do to me, and I dodge a Toxic while I'm at it. I wasn't predicting it, but it's nice to dodge one. So I'm going to go for the substitute here on the switch. In comes Milotic, and Milotic and any bulky waters. It seems to be a trend that when Jirachi comes out, I usually find like lots of people trying to switch in Vaporeon, or like Milotic, or Slowbro even, or even like, you know, Slowking. They try and switch in these bulky waters onto Rachi, even Jellicent. I mean, a lot of the time when I set Rachi up, it's a lot of it is to do with the fact that my opponent believes that they can get rid of my Rachi by using a defensive water, and let me tell you that Rachi is one of the best killers of defensive waters in the game. That's probably why I love it so much, is the fact that it can really do some heavy work on bulky waters. Bulky waters in general are my least favourite pokes to face in the metagame, so that's probably why Rachi Carmine subset is my favourite. Anyway, I'm going to do some mid-game work here by Psychicking a load of motherfuckers. Donphan's going to break the sub, and he's going to be able to not live 2 Psychics, but in comes Zapdos, which is going to hit me with the Heat Wave. Unfortunately, he actually gets the burn, which is really terrible, actually. Burn is going to just hinder Rachi a lot, a really heavy amount. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for an extra Calm Mind just in the middle, knowing that I can't get to the point where my Psychics will be doing more than his Roosts unless I get more boosts in. So that's what I do, and at this point a Psychic is going to get a crit on him. I guess that's just going to speed up the process more than anything else. In the end, either I would have died to burn, or, you know, he would have been able to, you know, I guess he probably would have outstalled me, maybe, depending on if I calm-minded here, there, everywhere. In comes Artie, tries to protect on Thunderbolt. Unfortunately, Rachi is too much of a manly man to be able to, you know, get killed by a Xatu. In comes Arcanine, which can't outspeed me, so he tries to extreme speed. Still can't kill me. I live on 28. In comes Milotic. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt. He thinks I'm going to die from burn, and therefore he goes for the rest. I'm actually going to get a paralysis and take him down to the really right down in the red. But I'm actually going to live with 3 HP after the burn. Managed to get off the Thunderbolt, and Milotic is going to be back down to the low orange, to where pretty much it was before. But at this point I'm going to die, obviously, from the burn. So Rachi has done its job for the game, as it generally does, and I don't know, man. These 2 games in general were just Rachi doing a lot of work, and I just kind of wanted to throw them up because I wanted to get them out of the way and just do a double header and stuff. Not much thought process involved, just really showcasing that Carmine Jirachi is like my favourite fucking set in all time ever, and I just love it so goddamn much, basically. That's really how it works. Deoxys Speed is going to be basically able to clean up here. Not too much cleaning up to do because Rachi pretty much like took the early morning job, and like he cleaned out the bathroom, and then he did the floors, and then he dusted off the banisters. He freaking washed the windows. He went up the chimney, in fact, and scraped out the chimney. So yeah, Rachi did mainly the sweeping. Dr. Speed just came in at the end of the day and, you know, threw the trash in the bin and stuff, basically. If you like that analogy, then I guess you can like my video, if you want to like it, that is, if you enjoyed. If you didn't, then you can always leave a big thumbs down, because obviously that's going to help me not. That's what am I saying, man? I'm just like going off on tangents and randoms here. It's been about 10 minutes, and that's probably the video for today. So if you would like to check out the Twitter, the Facebook, and Tumblr pages, you are more than welcome to. All the links that you love will be in the description provided below by the YouTube people. And otherwise, I will see you guys on Thursday when we shall have another match. Machio Pachio. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Goodbye!